2026 is looking like it's gonna be the greatest year in terms of game releases, and this video will be taking a look at the top 10 upcoming games in 2026 that you should be excited about, including PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch 2 and PC. But just before we get to the games, if you guys are excited for any of them, make sure to smash the like button, and while you're down there, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any future video. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. And actually, just quick note, this list is in no particular order. These are just 10 games I'll be releasing in 2026 that you should be excited about, no particular order. But at number 10 we have one of my favorite franchises, and that is Resident Evil. We have Resident Evil Requiem or Resident Evil 9, developed by Capcom and releasing on February 27th, 2026, and releasing on all available platforms: PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch 2 and PC. On their website it says, Requiem for the Dead, Nightmare for the Living. A new era of survival horror arrives with Resident Evil Requiem, the latest and most immersive entry yet in the iconic Resident Evil series. Experience terrifying survival horror with FBI analyst Grace Ashcroft, and dive into pulse-pounding action with the legendary agent Leon S. Kennedy. Both of their journeys and unique gameplay styles intertwine into a heart-stopping, emotional experience that will chill you to your core. And yes, there it goes. Of course, that is the biggest reveal, that Leon S. Kennedy is returning for the first time since Resident Evil 6, which released back in 2012. So it's been 13 years since we last saw Leon S. Kennedy. He will be back in Resident Evil 9. To be completely honest with you guys, he is my favorite character in all of the Resident Evil franchise. I am so excited that he will be returning. And the interesting thing in Resident Evil 9 is that it's gonna be two different playstyles. So when you're playing as Grace Ashcroft, one of the main protagonists in this game, it will be more of that survivor horror, something similar to like Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8. But when you're playing as Leon S. Kennedy, that's gonna be more like Resident Evil 4, with action more than the survival horror elements. But when it comes to the story, here's what they say: a body has surfaced at an abandoned hotel in the Midwest, the latest in a mysterious string of deaths throughout the United States. FBI intelligence analyst Grace Ashcroft has been assigned to the case in the same place where her mother was murdered 8 years prior. But when word gets out that a police officer has gone missing at the hotel, veteran agent Leon S. Kennedy is also dispatched to the scene. As Grace and Leon's paths converge, they must face their past and cover the truth behind the Raccoon City incident that changed the world forever. But while the terrors of their memories echo in their minds, will they relive the nightmare or finally offer up a requiem for the dead? I'm not gonna lie to you guys, just reading that got me even more excited for Resident Evil 9. Cannot wait for this game. It is already shaping up to be an amazing entry in the iconic Resident Evil series. Moving on to number 9, and this one I am very excited for, and that is none other than the remake of Max Payne 1 and 2 as a single title by Remedy Games, which are the original creators of the Max Payne games in agreement with Rockstar Games. The remake was announced on June 4th, 2022 by a statement from Remedy Games that read the following: Remedy Entertainment, the creators of Max Payne, are pleased to announce that they will remake the iconic Max Payne and Max Payne 2 The Fall of Max Payne video games in a new development agreement with Rockstar Games. The remake of Max Payne 1 and Max Payne 2 has been confirmed to be releasing on PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S. However, unfortunately no actual release date has been given, but Remedy Games announced that the remake is in full production stage, which basically means that all hands are on deck on the development of this game to create the game, make it playable and ready for release. An article published on the Rockstar Intel website gives us a bit more details in terms of the full production details for the remake of Max Payne 1 and 2. They say the full production stage of Remedy's development takes around 200 developers over 1 to 2 years to reach the alpha point. This is then followed up by a beta version lasting 3 to 6 months with a focus on polishing the game and squashing bugs. And based on the fact that the game has gone through each stage on the upper time estimated and has a budget as big as Alan Wake 2, we could see these remakes released in late 2026 or early 2027. Although it seems like we'll have to wait a bit longer for the release of the Max Payne 1 and 2 remake, I am super excited. The Max Payne franchise is one of my favorite gaming franchise. Like I said, I'm super excited for it, and I'm pretty sure you guys are excited for it as well. I really cannot wait to hear another update on the Max Payne remake. But at this point, unfortunately, this is everything we know about the remake of Max Payne 1 and Max Payne 2. Next up at number 8, we have none other than Forza Horizon 6, developed by Playground Games and releasing sometime in 2026. Initially only launching on Xbox Series X and S and PC, with a PlayStation 5 version set for a later date. Whether that be late 2026 or maybe early 2027, we are not sure. The description for the game reads the following: discover the breathtaking landscapes of Japan and become a racing legend at the Horizon Festival in Forza Horizon 6. Now, to be completely honest with you guys, information regarding Forza Horizon 6 is very scarce. The only confirmed information we know is that, of course, like I said, it's coming in 2026 and that it's going to be set in Japan, which is just an absolutely beautiful setting for a Forza game. However, that won't be the case for very long, because on January 22nd will begin an Xbox Developer Direct, and they have already confirmed that Forza Horizon 6 will be showcased in that Developer Direct, including gameplay and everything. So that is very awesome. Cannot wait for January 22nd. But before we get official information from Playground Games on January 22nd, there has been a very major leak regarding Forza Horizon 6 that actually reveals the release date. This leak comes in terms of the official Xbox pre-order page, stating that if you pre-order the deluxe edition, you will have 4 days early access starting May 15th, which means the worldwide release for Forza Horizon 6 will be on May 19th. And if you think about it, that isn't really a long time, just 4 months to go, and you'll finally be playing a Japan themed Forza Horizon 6. If that doesn't get you excited, then I don't know what will. But of course, there's only a leak, so take that with a grain of salt. But the good thing is, like I said, we don't have to wait long. Next week, January 22nd, we won't have to rely on leaks or anything like that. Everything will be officially confirmed by Playground Games themselves. Moving on from one Xbox game to another, at number 7 we have Gears of War E-Day, developed by Coalition and expected to release sometime in 2026 on Xbox Series X and S, PC and also PlayStation. Whether that be a simultaneous release with the Xbox version or sometime later in 2026, that is yet to be seen, but a PlayStation 5 version will also come. Now, unfortunately, very little is known about this game outside of the trailer that we got back in 2024. However, on the main Xbox webpage, they do say that this game takes place 14 years before the original Gears of War. War heroes Marcus Phoenix and Dom Santiago return home to face a new nightmare, the Locust Horde. These subterranean monsters, grotesque and relentless, erupt from below, laying siege on humanity itself. Okay, so from that description, we know that the two iconic protagonists, Marcus Phoenix and Dom Santiago, will be returning, and we also get to know that this game, Gears of War E-Day, is gonna be a prequel to the original Gears of War, which if you guys played the original Gears of War is absolutely amazing, and I hope that Gears of War E-Day will be just as amazing. Now, when it comes to information regarding the game, that's pretty much it. However, ending of last year, December 2025, the studio head at Coalition was asked what is he looking forward to most in 2026, to which he said next year, which is 2026, marks the 20th anniversary of Gears of War, and we can't think of a bigger way to celebrate than the release of Gears of War E-Day. This is our most ambitious game yet, entirely built from scratch in Unreal Engine 5 to feel like Gears and play like new. This is a return to our roots as Marcus and Dom face the Locust for the first time ever. It's the best place to jump into the Gears universe, and we can't wait to share more next year. Okay, so that is the studio head at Coalition saying that this is their most ambitious game. It's gonna feel like Gears of War, but it's gonna play like new, which is a bit concerning, to be honest, you guys, because we all know and love the original Gears, and we just want a game to feel like that again. And they're saying that the game is gonna feel like Gears, but it's gonna play like new. Let's just hope they haven't strayed too far from the Gears formula, because that's what we want. And they're saying it's their most ambitious game, but yeah, at this point we'll just have to take their word for it. Of course, we still haven't gotten any new screenshots or trailers or anything like that apart from the first trailer that we got. But with this year being the release year for Gears of War E-Day, hopefully we learn more soon about the game. Maybe trailers, maybe some screenshots, anything like that would be really awesome. But yeah, at this point all we can do is wait patiently until they reveal more about Gears of War E-Day. Next up at number 6 we have none other than the iconic James Bond 007 First Light, developed by IO Interactive, the same developers that make the amazing Hitman series, scheduled to release on May 27 and on all platforms: PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch 2 and PC. The description of the game reads the following: 007 First Light features a wholly original Bond story and will see players earn their 00 status in the very first James Bond origin story. So unlike the movies where James Bond is already a veteran and overpowered agent, in 007 First Light you will start as the lowest ranking agent and working towards earning the 007 status and become the veteran James Bond that we all know and love. Now, if you've been following the development of this game, you would know that the original release date of 007 First Light was on March 27, 2026, but about a month ago IO Interactive came out with a statement saying that they were officially delaying 007 First Light all the way to May 27. In a statement by one of the studio heads, he goes on to say that 007 First Light is the company's most ambitious project to date. It will feature car chases, gadgets and wild globe-trotting adventure. However, it was important for them to delay it to ensure the experience meets the level of quality you the players deserve. deserve on day one. And that's always awesome. Make sure that the game releases in a perfect state. Of course the delay is not awesome, but as long as we don't get a messy launch, that's what matters. If I'm being completely honest with you guys, I'm super excited to be playing a James Bond game. We haven't had one in a very long time, and 007 First Light is looking really promising. I cannot wait to get my hands on 007 First Light. Moving on to number 5, we have the return of the iconic Lara Croft in Tomb Raider. Specifically, it's the reimagining of the 1996 genre-defined game, aka the remake of Tomb Raider 1, called Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis. It is developed by Crystal Dynamics and it is set to release in 2026 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. Unfortunately, information on this game are very little. However, on their official website they say the following: experience the pinnacle of adventure with Tomb Raider Legacy of Atlantis, a stunning reimagining of the 1996 genre-defined game. As Lara Croft, harness your wits and athleticism to explore exotic locations lost to time, from the jungles of Peru to the ancient ruins of Greece, the deserts of Egypt, and a mysterious Mediterranean island shrouded in myth. Traverse treacherous landscapes, solve deadly contraptions, and face lethal predators as you hunt for the scattered pieces of the Sion, an artifact of immeasurable power. That sounds very intriguing, and of course this is the game that started the amazing Tomb Raider franchise. I cannot wait to experience it for the very first time. Moving on from an established IP to a brand new IP, at number 4 we have Saros, developed by Housemarque, the same developers that brought us Returnal a couple years ago. It is scheduled to release on April 30th, 2026, and it's a PlayStation exclusive game. Saros is an action game with the haunting story of a lost off-world colony on Carcosa under an ominous eclipse. You play as Arjun Devraj, a powerful solitaire enforcer who will stop at nothing to find who he is looking for. Housemarque goes on to say that a key gameplay distinction between Saros and Returnal is permanent resources and progression, making every death valuable. After every death you will face a changed world, but in Saros you will be able to choose and permanently upgrade your loadout from an evolving set of weapons and suit parts to come back stronger to overcome the challenges you face on Carcosa. Okay, that is very exciting. If you played Returnal, you know that once you died, that's it, you will start from beginning. In Saros, every death will also restart you from the beginning, but you will have the ability to choose and permanently upgrade your loadout, making you stronger and stronger with every death, so you can progress the game much easier, so it won't be as difficult as Returnal was. That is one thing that Housemarque specifically addressed in Saros to make it a bit easier to progress in the game compared to Returnal. Next up at number 3 we have an interesting title called Pragmata. It is developed by Capcom and will be releasing on April 24th, 2026, and it is available on all platforms: PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Nintendo Switch 2, and PC. On their website they say in the near future, several years have passed since humanity discovered Lunum ore. With it they researched Luna filament, a material capable of replicating anything as long as they have its data. One day without warning they lost all signals to the Luna research station dedicated to the research and development of this Luna filament. A response team was dispatched immediately, however a massive Luna quake hit soon after they arrived. Hugh Williams, separate from his team, unconscious and badly injured, is discovered by a mysterious android in the form of a young girl. She is Pragmata, created using Luna filament. This game is very interesting because it's not like just any other sci-fi action adventure game. No, it is very different. It's weird in a good way, because in this game not only you control Hugh Williams, who is one of the main protagonists, but you also control Diana or Pragmata, the AI android, who is the second protagonist of this game, at the same time, which is just absolutely crazy. You cannot control one of them, you have to control both. While Hugh is equipped with a different number of firearms and a jetpack that allows him to dodge hostile attacks and reach distant areas, bullets cannot penetrate through robots' armor, though Diana can hack into robots' defense system, disabling it and revealing its weak point for Hugh to attack. In each puzzle, the player must guide the cursor across the grid to reach the target tile, evading obstacles and toggling optional bonus nodes, which may bring additional combat advantages such as increased weapon damage for Hugh. The puzzles are solved in real time, meaning that you as a player need to dodge and evade hostile attacks during each hacking sequence. Like I said, it is absolutely crazy, which means in order to escape with your life, you not only need to use Diana or Pragmata's hacking skills, but also Hugh's combat skill in order to escape with your life. Like I said, this shaping out to be one of those amazing games, very different from what we usually get our science fiction games. It's looking very promising. I cannot wait to try Pragmata, and it is only a few months away. At number 2 we have Marvel's Wolverine, a PlayStation 5 exclusive, developed by Insomniac Games, the same developers of Spider-Man PS4 and Spider-Man 2, and is scheduled to release in the fall of 2026 2026, which means sometime in either September, October or November. We do have some official word from Insomniac Games, and they say Marvel's Wolverine is currently in development for the PlayStation 5 console, created in collaboration with PlayStation and Marvel Games. And of course, a couple months ago we did get a brand new gameplay trailer for Marvel Wolverine alongside a new PlayStation website that says the following: an all-new take on the iconic character based on Marvel Comics. As he searches for answers about his past, Wolverine will do whatever it takes, unleashing brutal claw combat, violent rage and relentless determination to cut through the mystery of the man he used to be. A globe-spanning thriller. In this origin story, Wolverine is on the hunt to uncover the secrets of a dark past that kept eluding him. His search for answers will send him on perilous excursions to exotic locales, including the island nation of Madripoor, the frosted wilderness of Canada, and the narrow city streets of Tokyo, all potential battlegrounds for fierce, bloody, destructive action. Also, the game's creative and game director Brian Horton describing the game as a full-size, mature tone Wolverine game. An article published on Games Radar gave us a bit more information about Marvel's Wolverine. It's worth pointing out the rumors that Marvel's Wolverine could be set as part of a broader universe that encompasses the Insomniac Spider-Man games, while Ryan Schneider, head of franchise strategy at Insomniac, explained that this was a standalone game. He did drop this tease. Being able to build a new original universe with Spider-Man and now Wolverine is such an honor for so many of us at Insomniac Games. So there it goes, that is our big tease that Wolverine and Spider-Man somehow, some way, one way or another will have some sort of crossover in the Wolverine game, and this was also confirmed by other development members that said that both Wolverine and Spider-Man do share the same universe. They're all connected, so that is super awesome. Also, back in 2023, Insomniac Games were a victim of a significant data breach which actually leaked a lot about the Marvel Wolverine game, a lot of early developmental builds, images and also gameplay. And if I'm being honest with you guys, the game did look really awesome, and this was only the early developmental builds, so I really cannot wait for the full release or some official gameplay of the finished product. This game's gonna look super awesome. I cannot wait. This is definitely one game that I am very excited for. And then there was one. At number one, we have none other than, of course, the biggest game of the decade, of the century, Grand Theft Auto 6 or GTA 6, developed by Rockstar Games and releasing on November 19th, 2026, only on PlayStation and Xbox Series X, with a PC release set for a year, maybe year and a half. So we're looking at late 2027, maybe early to mid 2028. Okay, let's be honest here, you knew I was gonna include this game in the video. I mean, I'm a GTA channel, I'm not gonna include it. I think I've started World War 3. Now, as you already know, information on GTA 6 are very scarce. All we have is the first trailer, then trailer number 2, and of course the 70 screenshots that we got. Apart from that, we don't have any other official confirmations, apart from, of course, the 2 delays, which are just absolutely terrible. Of course, first of all, it was supposed to be released in the fall of 2025, then we got our first delay until May 26, 2026, and then 2 months ago on November, GTA 6 got delayed for the second time, from May 26 all the way to November 19th, 2026. So we are officially in the year of release, bar no delays. Let's just hope it doesn't happen. If everything goes smooth from now until November, we could be playing the most anticipated game of the decade or of the century by November 19th. And man, oh man, I cannot wait. Now, like I said, information regarding GTA 6 is scarce, but we do have official wording from Rockstar themselves. On Rockstar's website, they say Vice City, USA. Jason and Lucia have always known the deck is stacked against them, but when an easy score goes wrong, they find themselves on the darkest side of the sunniest place in America, in the middle of a criminal conspiracy stretching across the state of Leonardo, forced to rely on each other more than ever if they want to make it out alive. When it comes to GTA 6, this is going to be a genre-defined game. It's going to be a generational game. We've been waiting for a new GTA game for the longest time. Its predecessor GTA 5 was released over 12 years ago and will be 13 years ago by the time GTA 6 comes out this November. And just to show how hyped people are for this game, it's been winning awards left, right and center. I called it an IRL award-winning cheat code, and that's exactly what it is. It's won most anticipated game multiple times. It's won the best game trailer for trailer 2, and that's just to name a few. It has won so many awards, like I said, it's not even funny. This game, when it hits, is gonna be absolutely wild. It will change the gaming industry forever, and actually not only the gaming industry but the entertainment industry as a whole. The game is gonna break so many records like no one's business. We are officially back. GTA 6 is back, and we are also back in Vice City for the first time in what has it been, like 19, almost 20 years now, with the last time Vice City being included in a GTA game was Vice City Stories. Man, oh man, it's been a very long wait for Vice City to return, and it's gonna be absolutely glorious. With the modern technology and the graphics, Vice City is gonna look better than ever. I am very excited for GTA 6, and I'm pretty sure every single one of you guys are excited as well. And the best part in all of this is we don't have to wait long. This year November we'll be finally playing GTA 6. Super exciting times. But with all of that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video just as much as I had a ton of fun making it. If you did, make sure to smash the like button, and while you're down there, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss a future video. Thank you guys for watching this video.